we're sending out to Bob the Pop Pop tonight. Let's go. We're feeling the love from TTT all the way to you, Bob. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is this guy on the internet who listens to rap, and don't forget that he came from a world of rock and roll where the leather is tight and the devil gets your soul. But then he took a listen to a whole new sound when he heard Kendrick, his tongue hit the ground. And when he heard the song from Mr. Ye, that was the moment his hair went away. He's learned so much in such a little time. I'm sure damn soon he'll be spitting rhymes. And if you don't know who he is from what I said, he's the hip-hop lover with the shiny head. Bob. The Pop Pop. Bob. The Pop Pop. You know, from Tyler to Frank and Drake's Take Care. Hey, dude, are you wearing pants sitting in that chair? And Danny Brown to Kenny Beats to sitting all the time, hurt your butt cheeks. Bob the Pop Pop. Bob the Pop Pop. Bob the Pop Pop. Love you, Bob.
Oh my God, man. Every time we play that song, I start laughing.
Yeah, excuse me.
It's so great, man. You know, and you know what's really nice too is Thursday is the end of my work week. As you guys know, I'm off on Fridays. That's when I do my album reactions and stuff. And so, you know, after a 40-hour week, kind of tired, you know, maybe not quite feeling whatever. And then here comes Kevin to lift me up and get me smiling and feeling good and all that shit. So, yeah, get Slurpee in on the remix, huh? All right. Oh, yeah, I got the new camera. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad everyone's kind of liking that. It's nice to have that set up. What was I going to say? I'm already forgetting what I was going to say. Welcome.
You're going to say something.
Yes, to another night, another buog, Bob's Underground Artist Gauntlet. Got a good mix of tracks. Again, Lil Terrestrial's here. Again, I think Clown Cat was going to show up, but I don't know if Clown Cat is actually here right now. We have an artist who literally has 6 monthly listeners. So that's kind of wild. That'd be kind of neat to try that out. And I guess we'll get started like we have been the last couple of weeks. We'll play the winner from the previous week, which was Young Senju and Guarnica, which was a great fucking track. Everyone can kind of settle in. We'll get rolling here. So check this out. This is from Young Senju. This kid is 19, out of Atlanta. This is a track called Guarnica. We'll get settled in and rolling.
I got this shit up off my back. Holy ground shit, and this the challenge. Rappers talking cause of their status. I'm above it, I'm in my palace. See the movement, my future lavish. She ain't want me, but now she browsing. She don't love me, she love my talent. 80,000, 100,000. Yeah, open doors where the others is not. Moving quick cause I'm up in the clock. Before 21, I'ma give me a lot. And they dread how I got it unlocked. I'm up in the gym, now I got it like Voss. Now they look at the boy like a stock. Investing in me, they don't care about the cost. Priceless. Put the game into a crisis. Mother taught me for my whole life. Father figure looking sightless. Put my life into a track, nigga. So the music always timeless. Live and die by the rap, nigga. Keep it pushing till I'm lifeless. And I'll do it again. But telling my people it's up from within. But telling my grandma I'm done with the sin. But telling my niggas that we finna win. Cause they know that I'm him, my niggas don't mix, my niggas don't blend. Cause we at the top, where they not in. Don't fuck with the ops, they fuck on my skin. I'm leaving that pain in the past. One day I'll respond with a yes. The shit that I did, the man I surpassed. The place I'ma get when fame is a mask. The kid with the heart made of glass. When people would get on his ass, was finna give up, but it's choosing to crash. The man in the mirror been ask who's that. Shit, a black man. Yeah, nigga, I'm a black man. White classmates looking at me saying, course the nigga finna rap, man. All my people finna eat. Mama gonna be like Pac-Man. Starting the trap with a chop, but my beats gon' make a brother tap dance. Rasta all black, fit all black. Got me looking like I'm Batman. Nah, bro, I'm just that man. Serena Williams with a backhand. Run a boy like I'm Usain, so you know I'm running on the track, man. Make a hit, then another hit. I'm a gap man. I got this shit up off my back. Holy ground shit, and this the challenge. talking cause of their status. I'm above it, I'm in my palace. See the movement, my future lavish. She ain't want me, but now she browsing. She don't love me, she love my talent. 80,000, 100,000.
I'm just human. Not no strange fruit. When you burn, my cold can shine in your eyes. Yeah, I'm a human. A blanket that got dreams and visions. I'm about that life.
I got this shit up off my back. Holy grail shit, and this the challenge. Rappers talking cause of their status. I'm above it, I'm in my palace. See the movement, my future lavish. She ain't want me, but now she browsing. She don't love me, she love my talent. 80,000, 100,000.
Different rules. It's a good track. It is a good track. And my wife just said something while we were listening to it. She said, I like this track a lot more tonight than last week for some reason. And I was telling her, you got to give these tracks a couple listens. It's like anything. When it's new and you haven't heard it before, the first time you hear it, okay. The second time you hear it, okay. But those experiences are very different from the fifth, the sixth time you hear it. Sometimes it takes a little while to settle into the sound, which is why I post the set list, the playlist on Wednesday nights. Hopefully so you guys can give them a quick listen, one or two times before we get here so it's more familiar. What I've been doing is I make the playlist and then I listen to it on my drive in to work and on my drive home for work. And usually, I've heard it over the weekend too from just listening and voting in Discord. But I hope you guys are taking the time to give them just a couple listens before actually coming in for the vote because it does make a difference. One thing I wanted to say, I forgot. Last week I was trying to do the whole thing at the end for the final five, right? Where I had the vote having all 5 tracks to try and create the pie chart and make it a little bit more interesting. But that format doesn't work because I didn't foresee, I didn't think it all the way through the fact of, we get those top 5 tracks and then we listen to a sample and then we listen to a sample of it, to vote. But with the structure, with the vote having all 5 samples, then you either have to vote right away or you have to wait for all 5 before you actually vote properly. So we're just going to go back to, on those final 5 tracks, yes or a no vote. My wife will track how many yeses it gets and all that stuff. So we're going to go back to how it was. That makes a little bit more sense, I think. So let's drop into the first artist, which is called Denzel Himself. I believe, this is a cool photo too, right here. I like that. I believe this guy opened for JPEG Mafia during part of his European tour. I think that's correct. That's what somebody was saying in Discord. He's got about 10,000 monthly listeners. Describes himself as a interdisciplinary artist from outer London. Gothic, hardcore, take on hip hop, makes him no archetypal rapper. Described as Dilla's brain in Manson's skull. Wow, that's kind of intense. I don't want to be in somebody else's skull. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
I
want to be in my skull. I like.
Yeah.
It's all shaped just right, and I got that nice shine going on right now.
You have a very shiny.
Yeah. Anyway, the person who did post this artist in Discord said, I think he was at the show and said, this guy crushed it. Totally crushed it. So, without further chit-chat about that, the first track by Denzel Himself is called Angel Baby. Let's drop in. It's about 2 minutes long.
My mind. Yeah, I made a mistake. I still think it's worth a try. I still think it's worth a try. I still wish it's worth a try. Yeah. All I know is you the best. Steady on the fence. And I know that. Man, I hate your fucking friends though. When they see me in the flow, they don't think that I'm true. Girl, you know that I'm the truth. Girl, you know that I'm the truth. They ain't what your pronouns. I know that you're day and them. Think about you day and night. I wasn't even playing then. Sometimes we go for walks round Deptford in a bun to make amends. I'm just trying to make intentions, baby. I'm just trying to shake it in. I'm just trying to see the future. Bag inside that I'm a rider. 100 bands. G if you go, make it time to make designer. I know you're the one for me. I see you all in my future. If I had children, we'll lie. I see you all in amnesia. This your touch I need. Lest I come across facetious. Fucking look just like my niece. Girl, I'm on my fucking knees, I'm dying. Marcus Johnson, Marcus, please. Life is thin, it's nothing near me. Like a berry, Michael James. Dance, yeah. Dance, just dance. On the table, just dance. Like not known.
All right, there's our first entry. That was Denzel himself with a track called Angel Baby. And this next one, well, I always have to I have to not try and poison the well with opinion. It's so hard for me to shut up and just play the music. The second track by Denzel himself is called Live a Lot. It is off of it's not off an album. It's off of a single. He does have, I think, a couple EPs in here. Anyway, next track is called Live a Lot. Let me get back as I ruined my damn thing here. Denzel himself. Here we go. Check it out.
Think a lot, 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 yeah, think a lot, think a lot, yeah, yo, think a lot. In stage, in the place, in the drug, in the law. Think today, someone said I've been on long, in my ways, anyway, in my brain. See much on my plate, been away, ask me how I feel today. I feel okay, should I just be playing? I figured not, I kid you not. I think a lot, live a lot, pick a lot, dig a lot. Think a lot different when I'm in my drop. I feel a lot, think a lot, live a lot, arms full. Think a lot different in my car too. Drive and farm fuel. Deficit in my skin I can't do. But I got deficit in my skin I can't lose. But I got deficit do this for my uncle. Yeah, I got deficit do this for my uncle. Cause the clutch. Know what's up? Hold me down. Yeah, hold me up. You gonna show me love? Bitch, show me love. Yeah, we got to say what's up. On me now. Hold me down. All the feels. And I used to wonder how my mama sees my daughter feel. Cut turned up the lights, cut the cord to kill. All my dreams, my lord, my thoughts are still, they're still dark. Think a lot, live a lot, think a lot, think a lot, think a lot different when I'm in my car. I feel a lot, think a lot, feel a lot. So, yeah.
All right. There's Live a Lot by Denzel Himself. Here comes the poll in the chat for voting. My son is going to be helping out tonight. He's going to be casting the vote for our IP address. So which one did you prefer more?
I kind of like the other one because it eased me in. This one, I feel like it just bonked me in the face with
You
the
like-
sledgehammer.
Do you like the first one more? You like Angel Baby more? Interesting. Interesting. Wow. Oh, I got to pull up the thing. I'm getting all distracted.
I feel like this thing just bonked me in the face out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I voted for him.
Oh, you know what? You are not alone. Angel Baby's well in the lead here with 11 votes. I'm kind of surprised. I thought for sure the Live a Lot would be a little bit louder, more of a banger. And again, I always say this, but it's super fun to me to come in to the stream, having heard these 10 tracks and kind of getting an idea of like, ooh, I wonder if they're going to like this one. They're probably not going to like that one. And then seeing how often I'm wrong, because often I'm wrong. And it's kind of neat.
I was kind of thinking I would like the other one since it's more intense. And,
Yeah.
well, you know I listen to Doom like every second of my life.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
I feel like this one, or it could have just been the speakers being like super
Oh, we
loud.
got it. We got it cranked right now. We're gonna blast it. All right. Looks like the first track will be the winner for Denzel Himself. So Angel Baby will advance into the top 5. I will slide this over to the side, and we will move on to the next artist who has become a bit of a resident in the Buag. Someone who's popped in a lot, hung out with us in the chat. Lil Terrestrial is here, and he's got 2 tracks represented again. He actually did pretty well week 3, I believe. Lil Terrestrial, you're like 1 away or 2 away from winning the whole goddamn thing. Pretty cool. So we've got Lil Terrestrial with 2 tracks. Let's see. Terrestrial, did you update your bio at all? Did I read it last time? Oh, yeah. I forgot. So if you guys haven't seen, he's got this like alien mask thing going on. 1,700 listeners. All right. Built his cult following solely with his intergalactic style of production. I agree with that. Something I was noticing today, Lil T. I'm just going to call you I'll call you Lil Terrestrial. That's your name. I'll call you Lil Terrestrial. As I was listening to these couple tracks on the way home, especially the second one, I was like, it's a different sound, but it still sounds like him. So it was kind of cool that I was even starting to pick up on your style a little bit. I like that. It makes me kind of happy. And you've got some international listeners too, which is pretty damn cool. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Anyway, you know me. I open it up to read it, and then I just choose not to read it because that's what makes sense, right? So the first to represent Lil Terrestrial in the Buag is called Keep to Myself. It's featuring 0921, I guess. I guess that's how you would say that. I don't know. The track Keep to Yourself, I do believe it is the same. Oh no, it's off the EP. So he's got an EP here, Area 21. And it is a track off of that EP with 4,100 listens. So let's drop into Keep to Myself by Lil Terrestrial.
Is it all we need? Do we need it at all?
Never wanted to step in the industry, thought I'd at least need an atlas. Tactics to navigate through blackness, but this ain't meant for me, I admit it. Thinking how they rather make slaves than take refugees, color dependent. Pick a side, drop your pride, apparently paralyzed from the paralyzed that you can't be satisfied with a paradigm's new perspective. And the saddest life I go tonight, just know I elected to attempt to shift the paradigms you neglected. Cause lately I've been processing being alone, disconnect from my soul. I'm against my thoughts, they provoke me to question the value of my existence and whether this life worth living. Killing ourselves trying to make a killing. I used to be thankful that I was alive and kicking. Now I'm kicking and screaming, trying to get up out of Hell's Kitchen. Lucy got me doubted, clouded my lenses. One point it was lucidly vivid. Now I question what's written, my purpose, my mission. I'm weighing up tradition against religion. Letting thoughts loose leaves me amused while they conclude that I'm stressed and it's fine. Grab some wine and unwind, rewind my mind to a better time. But I'm stuck in a system of control between me and God. There's friction that shows. Wonder if he still listens to any of these flows. Now I'm saying that I'm losing in the situation, trapped, contemplating whether this game of life is worth playing. The nights alone, just staying home. The highs, the lows, the way it goes. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside, don't need nobody. nobody else. The nights alone, just staying home. The highs, the lows, the way it goes. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside, don't need nobody else. Yeah, not a single day passes by where I don't think about how this life goes by in the blink of an eye. Compared to forever, what does it mean to die? Will I fly with the angels in the sky or eternally sleep? Wishing I spent my time getting high, asking God why you letting my people struggle. 400 years trying to reap the benefits of the hustle. Unarmed and innocent, but it don't move a muscle. Survivor demise, the choice we forced to juggle. Convicted with pessimism is damaging, conflicted with skepticism, dealing with these demons that I'm dancing with, like these cruel winters that I'm managing. This might be the last time that I get to rock the mic again. Gotta buy time instead, ain't really affording it. No regrets, I listen when T said record to this. Tell your ambitions deep dissing becomes a rebuttal. On my 2020 vision, no fans in the bubble. Nights alone, just staying home. The highs, the lows, the way it goes. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside, don't need nobody else. The nights alone, just staying home. The highs, the lows, the way it goes. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside and I keep to myself. I stay inside, don't need nobody else.
All right. There's the first one from Lil Terrestrial. And actually, Lil Terrestrial, that was the track I was listening to on my way home today. And I was, because it's a darker tone a little bit, it seems like for you, but you've got that higher pitched sound in the background. It's like way off in the background, but I hear it and I go, oh yeah, that just makes me think of you. That, I don't know, for some reason, I feel like it's almost a signature sound for you. I have no idea if that's an accurate statement or not, but there you go. That's Keep to Myself by Lil Terrestrial featuring 0921, I guess. I don't know. The next track is just a single, I believe. Yes, and you just released this one, right? Yeah, September 28th. Just came out like a week ago. Paintings of Ideas in an Empty Mind, a single. Lil Terrestrial producing. K-Money the Kid and Handsome Price. I don't know if Handsome Price has shown up yet. I don't think so. That's too bad. All right, let's drop into the second track for Lil Terrestrial, Paintings of Ideas in an Empty Mind.
That the devil on my line, keep painting a pretty picture in my mind. I get so close, all the time I'm capping like I'm fine. I know shawty wasting all my time, but I don't go. I just wanna go and do it all for me. Banking on myself to hit the lottery. Begging for me, texting, she calling me, she ball for me. Feeling like I'm Brown, put my squad on the map, yeah. Feeling like I'm lost, I don't know where I'm at, yeah. Trying to find a way through the darkness. I'ma find a way through regardless, yeah. I'ma find a way back home. I'ma find a way, might go insane. I didn't know, she didn't know this pain. Want me to go, want you to go my way. Why don't you stay? Make it okay.
I drew lines, the dots connected, applying pressure. The depth and size of my design is hard to measure. I'm far from desperate, I pick a side and march in step with the eye of the tempest that lies in my head when the time is presented. It's the idle mind, undefined, the empty canvas. Only part of my life I get to paint the damage and fill my pen with questions. Still I rise to the test, idolizing lessons, internalize the message. Maya guides me as I try to free my life from stresses. All the signs are present, I've been ready, this is destined. Every rhyme that I spit been divine since the preconception. deception. Who must I accept it? Realign my lies, who I'm really friends with, who I keep protected. Reaching peace is what I seek, so every second's precious. Mess with me's a death wish. I'm a beast, forget it. I'm a vessel for my blessings, I'ma bring my brethren and my queens, etc. Any means I'ma feed till I cease my breath in. I release my flesh in, be celeste. Even then, I'm a being from the heavens. I'll never leave you hanging by a thread. Every seed that I sow, I hope you reap the benefits. I was a sick kid growing up, I'm more twisted now. I hope the pictures I paint are worth something now. Now.
All right, there we go. There's track 2 for Lil Terrestrial, and it looks like the, I don't know, Handsome Price, I assume, is Some Hand P, I think. Which sounds weird when I say it slowly like that. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, did I just ruin my poll? Let's see if this is the right poll. I don't know if this might be the wrong poll. Try that out. Is that the right poll? Uh-oh. It is? Okay. Okay, good. All right.
Oh, I'm over here. Okay.
Let's check out the results here. Oh, paintings. Early lead for paintings of ideas in an empty mind. My son is over here racking his brain trying to decide which one he likes more.
You got 10 seconds.
You got 10 seconds. That's right. 10 seconds.
I'd say keep to myself.
Keep to yourself?
I feel like
Yeah?
paintings of ideas in an empty head. That's a long name.
Yeah. It is a long
I
name.
feel like that one is one that I would play in the background and I wouldn't really
Oh,
notice
okay.
it.
Sure.
I'd run around.
So do you want to keep to myself?
Yes.
All right, now let's see. Clown. I wonder if Clown Cat's still here because he's 4th. He's coming up soon. But the next artist is called Kayshawn. Oh, and so by the way, I should wrap up here. It looks like Paintings of Ideas and an Empty Mind is going to be the winner there for Lil Terrestrial. So that track will move into the top 5 here.
Right here.
Okay, just let me try and focus here. So this next artist, 7 monthly listeners. Kayshawn, he only has 2 singles. And the person that posted this recommendation in Discord said something along the lines of how this guy's going through like a nasty breakup right now and also that. So I don't know if it's a friend that, that put this into Discord. And I mean, people voted on it and listened to it. So he got in fair and square. It's about to be 8. Right. Clown Cat's still here. Good. Awesome. You're coming up very soon, Clown Cat. But it's just kind of wild to think about how, 7 people have listened to this and, there's basically no bio or anything like that. I don't even know if this guy's still trying to make music. No idea. Just 2 singles. Anyway, there you go. So the artist is named Kayshawn. The first track is called Trying Tonight. Let's drop in and check it out.
Shit got curves. Yeah, baby, you got my attention. Please don't swerve. I'm just trying to blow out your engine. Stuck in my head like it's a mercury. That's how you serving me. Couldn't get you out even with surgery. Even if I tell the surgeon all the details, you better than all the females that I be. She wanna know where I be. I'm telling you no lies. I'm driving off with no lies. And this little island is a summer rush. But when the sun goes down and you're here, all I feel is lust.
All right, there we go. There is Trying Tonight by Kayshawn. That track reminded me that Lil Terrestrial, I wanted to say, with Paintings of Ideas in an Empty Mind, it was very impressive to me that you can create as noticeable of a beat as you did without any drums. There were no drums. And it kind of threw me off that I just realized that. Pretty cool. We'll drop into the second track to represent Kayshawn. It's called Magazine. I don't think there's any listening stats to this. No. So, I wonder if this guy's still making music or if he just made a couple singles and then, maybe nothing came of it. And he's like, well, whatever. Anyway, let's drop in. Track 2 is called Magazine.
I'ma have my little bro stack his paper. First, let me figure how to work paper. I'm doing this shit for my paper. Tell all the masses that we equal. Show old girlie you want me. No sugar, honey, or iced tea. I'm busy watching UFC. You on fucking culture beat. Took a U-turn, so I caught your drift. Inside same color as shift, so we moving for infinity. Click white, but still up like sheet. Click white boy still up like shit. Click this shit for your imagination. Clip this bit for your magazine. This misfit piss poppin' in Jamaica. When he posted be with me. What's this shit for when I can't afford a $4 microphone from the store? But might go home and play love galore. Wishing I was that rich when I'm on the floor. And this floorboard sticking out like a sword. My shit bump harder than coming home from your fight night. Taking your Vicodin. At least that's what you thought, but you was prescribed wrong. I know I just described that a lot. What a thought, this feeling in my gut, gon' put this on. They put this on, it's my shit, harder than the song. I sing this song, bitch, I'm a designer, craft the finish. You ain't never heard it, but you feel it when you hear the song. The finish strong, feeling like crack all up inside your favorite. Now I'm cracking coast with fire. I'm cracking for desire, hear me out. A lot of artists trying to air me out. I laugh in the face of dying. You see me now from CTs in New Zealand, how I'm up so fuck how you feeling. You see me now, SoundCloud and MTV. I'm up in your magazine. Coming from the kid dancing down the street. I'ma get fancy with my queen. Hanging from ledges to hanging with legends. You see me now from CTs in New Zealand, how I'm up so fuck how you feeling. You see me now, SoundCloud and MTV. I'm up in your magazine. The kid dancing down the street. I'ma get fancy with my queen. Hanging from ledges to hanging with legends. Yeah. I ain't let nobody fuck this up for us. I ain't left nobody for no fucking rush, no. I ain't let nobody fuck this up for us, no. I ain't left nobody for no fucking rush, no. You see me now from CTs in New Zealand, how I'm up so fuck how you feeling. You see me now, SoundCloud and MTV. I'm up in your magazine. You see me now from CTs in New Zealand, how I'm up so fuck how you feeling. You see me now, SoundCloud and MTV. I'm up in your magazine. You see me now. You see me now, I'm up in your magazine. You see me now, I'm up in your magazine. You see me now from CTs in New Zealand, how I'm up so fuck how you feeling. You see me now, SoundCloud and MTV. I'm up in your magazine. I'm up in your magazine. You see me now from CTs in New Zealand, how I'm up so fuck how you feeling. You see me now, SoundCloud and MTV. I'm up in your magazine. The kid dancing down the street. I'ma get fancy with my queen. Hanging from ledges to hanging with legends. Yeah.
All right, there we go. There's Magazine by Kayshawn. G Prada pointed out that a lot of these people, these smaller artists, they're hanging out on SoundCloud, which makes perfect sense. And I wanted to take this moment to remind everybody, if an artist is only on SoundCloud, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I mean, I'm making a playlist in Spotify because it's easier. But if they're in SoundCloud, totally fine. Remember, our goal is to find great music that is not getting the attention it deserves. So if there's awesome stuff on SoundCloud, post it in Discord. Let me know about it in Twitter or whatever if you're not inside Discord. And we'll check it out because it's fine. As long as we can play it so that it can be featured on the stream, then we're good. Molly, how do you get a crown? I don't know. I don't know. I know nothing about Twitch. I have no idea how any of this shit works, and I haven't taken any time to look into it because I kind of hate Twitch. Your language. Face. Language.
Your butt is language.
Stupid. Okay, here comes the poll for which track did you prefer more from Kayshawn. We have the first one was Trying Tonight, and the second one is Magazine, and we prefer Magazine, don't
Yeah.
we? Yeah, we're voting for some Magazine here.
Okay, you guys are voting on the site.
Yep, we got it here. I think
Oh, gee.
lots of people are going to go with Magazine because, you know, with Magazine, it seems like his flow is a little bit more, you know, loose and going. But then the production seems a little bit more interesting too. There's some more sounds going on. It was kind of it was cool watching everybody, you know, kind of go back and forth about, you know, the bass being a little blown out and if that's good or bad or whatever. But Magazine's just a great track. You know, with the SoundCloud stuff and people posting on SoundCloud, not necessarily Spotify, is it just because Spotify pays jack shit in terms of listens for the smaller artists? Like, there's no point? Is that really the deal? Or I don't really know. I don't know much about SoundCloud, so. All right. Looks like Magazine is going to advance pretty easily there. Yeah. Oh, you have to pay to be on Spotify. Ooh. Yeah, that sucks. If you've got no listeners, then what's the point? All right. The next artist I'm really excited about because these two tracks by Clown Cat, and Clown Cat is here.
Oh.
They're just production only. There's no lyrics, there's no vocals, there's no nothing. And what's really cool,
Yes.
I was going into his bio here, and this is his bio: stupid little kitty, haha, producer. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
That is great.
7,300 listens. And both the tracks that are featured here, they're pretty short. The EP itself is called Panther Volume 2. It's pretty quick, 17 minutes, 12 tracks. I listened to it once, so I can't speak on it too much because I don't remember it off the top of my head. But Jay listened to it a couple times. He's all into it. He's been voting on this guy for weeks now, trying to get him to make it. So Clown Cat finally made it into the final 5 for the Buwog, which is very cool. And Zach listened to it. Cool. It's just neat, you know. And what's cool is okay. It's cool when with these tracks we're only gonna hear the first 2, but it does have that whole thing where they flow into each other, you know. So that's kind of neat. All right, so that's enough blabbering by me. So the next artist, Clown Cat, he's in the chat. Let's give him some love here. First track off of that EP, which is called Panther Volume 2. The track is called In Danger. Okay, that's a good point there. Prada said, you know, stop it before the transition because they do transition seamlessly here. So I'll let it roll. Actually, what I'll do is I'll back it up because it's kind of short. So right now we're at like, what, 135. I'll back it up to 125 or so, 120. So that track is called In Danger. We'll roll it into the next one, which is called Ocelot's Craft by Clown Cat. We'll just kind of keep rolling and enjoying it because the transition is great.
recordándolo bien, no es nada bueno recordar. Es la forma más fácil de volver a querer.
All right. There you go. There's the 2 tracks from Clown Cat. Oh, you know what? I was enjoying it so much I didn't finish the poll. Which is a good sign because that means I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So the first track was called In Danger. The second one was called Oslet's Craft. And I noticed some of you saying, wow, the transition was like seamless. And it was. So here comes the poll into chat. And there you go. And what do we think here?
Oslet's Craft.
The second one?
Yeah.
I think so too. I like the horns in the second one. But honestly, I like both. I really like both. They're really good. And, you know.
Oh, yeah. This one's like super.
It's be close. I think it's be close. Clown Cat, we were saying, as we were listening, and we went through the transition, we were all saying here, like, it could basically be one track. Like, if the volume didn't dip down, you wouldn't really even know.
Yeah.
What's that? Until the horns came in. Yeah, it does kind of change mood a little bit.
Yeah, otherwise it's like
9-7 for Oslet's Craft here. That's pretty close. This is the closest vote so far tonight. Yeah, Spaceman Halo. I agree. I almost feel like I almost made it. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just call it one track. Almost. But it's like, no, we'll stick to the format and just see how it goes. But I'm curious to see how this compares in the final 5 with, you know, would I listen to it again? Would I tell a friend? That kind of thing. Compared to the rest of the tracks.
I would
All right.
tell a friend about this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think
I very much like this one.
I think Oslet's Craft is going to edge out a victory there as I hiccup into the microphone. So we will move on to the final artist of the night, who's called Troy. Okay. Let's see here. He has 38,000 listeners. I didn't realize he had that much. So he's a little higher than what we normally go for. He's out of Richmond, Virginia. Last single. Anyway, there you go. So 38,000. He's actually getting some pretty good traction, which is good. What's kind of neat about these 2 tracks is they're a little bit more of an old school vibe. These 2 tracks did really well inside the Discord for the voting. So the first one from Troy is all we got is this. It is a single, not off of an album. What about the next one? Is that one off of an album? Highway to Hell is an album. Back from 2020. An 8-track EP. Interesting. Anyway, okay. Let's check out the first track by Troy. It's called All We Got Is This.
Yeah, all we got is weed, little bit of weed, something on the drain, can't afford a strain. All we got is this. Yeah, all we got is weed, little bit of weed, something on the drain, can't afford a strain. All we got is this.
Daddy ain't show up, still had to grow up. Champagne spill holes, watch them doors go up. Fiending for the meal, especially when them deals slow up. Lemilton in the field till the federales roll up. They said he cutting deals, he ain't got no diploma. 80 shots, he in a coma, he won't get to see his daughter. Now his mama crying, she gon' get to meet Obama. He gon' hug her, tell her that he feel that pain. She tryna harbor, nigga, you don't feel this. Cause what you eat don't make me shit. And what you say won't make a difference. They ain't crippin' where you living. Ain't nobody getting killed. Ain't no houses getting built on top of affordable apartments. Ain't nobody shoot your partner, nigga. You don't feel this. Cause now we don't feel shit. My nigga, we don't feel shit.
And all we got is this. Yeah. And all we got is this. Yeah. All we got is weed, little bit of weed, something on the drain, can't afford a strain. All we got is this. always
got
got
a dollar, my nigga, I got a link. I got connects with some white collar criminals. Swipe your card in the blink of an eye. Fuck did you think? I need a vase. I got a sink full of flowers. I'm trying to get to my niggas before the coroner say what he think or tell me they gone. It done happened too many times before you been born. Damn right I've been worn down to the bone in my corns. Tired of walking this truth. Tired of talking about free. Tired of hearing the lies on niggas' lips. It's strictly facts, you talking to me. But nigga, you don't feel this.
Yeah. And all we got is this. Yeah. All we got is weed, little bit of weed, something on the drain, can't afford a string. And all we got is this. Yeah. And all we got is.
All right, there's the first track from Troy called All We Got Is This. Some of you are asking about Mick Jenkins. Yes, it was Mick Jenkins. I don't know who that is. Oh, he's got 1.7 million listeners. Okay, that's interesting. So Troy has a feature from a guy who's fairly big name. It is a cheat code, I suppose, huh? Yeah, I didn't realize that. This is something I need to do better at researching in terms of, trying to keep it limited to small, unknown artists. But there you go. If you get in, you get in. So there you go. I've never heard of Mick Jenkins. So this didn't ping on my radar at all. But yeah, apparently he's a pretty big artist. There you go. Okay. Anyway, well, there you go.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. Right. It's nice that we could support a small artist like Mick Jenkins. The next track by Troy is called This That. It is off of an EP called Highway to Hell. This one does not have a lot of listens. I think actually this track only has a 3,400 listen stat right here. So we will drop in This That by Troy featuring Name Brand. Hopefully this is not a massive artist. No. Okay, Name Brand is not a massive artist. All right, here we go. Dropping in.
If you don't want war, you don't know how to find it. Pull up enough, big guns only. Now deal with no little pussy thing around here, you know.
This that me, Soup and Lou was shooting hoops behind the school before they came through, blasting out the cool. Back when I used to fuck with Trina, love sister Keisha, watching 5 search subpoenas, bass busting out the roof. This that we don't give a fuck about a bad time. Uncle's at the halfway house out there, it's bad time. Y'all worry about a paper, do it deadline. I'm worried about one of my niggas flatlining. Johnny sold crack, Monty sold crack, CIA sold it. Only difference is my homies black. Line taps, chatty chat, chatting on the Jake's in, hiding in the days in. Stop snitch. My cousin's crippin' in my brother's blood. So when it's time to choose sides, ain't no telling what I'm throwing up. Hang time like MJ in 91. Gang signs and a bunch of guns. It's that real nigga shit, kill nigga shit, steal nigga shit. Nigga, we don't give a fuck, we never did. It's that real nigga shit, kill nigga shit, steal nigga shit. Nigga, we don't give a fuck, we never did. It's that real nigga shit, kill nigga shit, steal nigga shit. Nigga, we don't give a fuck, we never did. It's that real nigga shit, kill nigga shit, steal nigga shit. Nigga, we don't give a fuck, we never did.
But the food that me J, man, them I look for the food, you know.
I ain't saying I'm different, I'm saying I know the difference. Duke slave for a living, pops ain't never visit. Keep your nose out people's business before you end up sniffing. Cuz was whipping off the dishes that we used to eat. Them niggas' fingers get to twisting, better use your heat. That 5 pin get to clicking, better use your feet. High point cheap, but it jam out the about 3 bullets out the chamber, nigga. Now your life in danger, nigga. This shit here will never stop. Cautious when we see a op, nauseous when we see a cop. We guilty till we proven not. This word don't give a fuck about us, just another nigga shot.
Hello, why aren't you answering your phone? I know you see me calling you. Like, I know, oh my God, I know you did something. I know something happened. I called everybody. I called all the homies. Nobody picked up the phone. Like, just get back to me. Like, I'm just worried. I just want to make sure you're alright. Just hit me when you get this. Bye.
Kind of a crazy ending right there. All right, there you go. That was This That. Did I finish my poll? I did. Here comes the link to the poll between those two tracks. All we got is this or This That by Troy. There's the link in the chat. Which one do you like more?
This, that.
You like the second one more?
Yeah.
All right. Get a vote in there. You know, one thing I was thinking as, you know, after I realized the feature and Mick Jenkins and all this other stuff, what is kind of neat by accidentally having an artist in here who has, 38,000 listens and what have you, seeing how that will stack up to the other artists that are present who have a lot less listens. It's kind of a neat thing to do, because every now and then I'll be listening to something from a Friday reaction and my wife will ask, oh, is this one of the people that's been submitted for the Buog? And I'll go, no, this is a song that has 700 million listens. And she'll go, oh, really? It's kind of funny, right? And that, in my opinion, that really just kind of encapsulates the whole point of this, is that, yes, we've got artists who go big and they make mainstream, they go mainstream and all these listeners and all this stuff. And it's not like every song every person's going to make because they're famous is going to be amazing, right? Everyone has their misses, no big deal. But what throws me off so much is when there's somebody out there who has 100 listeners and and the song is amazing. And like, it should have 100 million listens, not 100 listens. That's what kills me. That's the whole point. And to answer the question there, Spaceman Halo, the album from that second track, it was a EP called Highway to Hell. Here's what it looks like right here. It came out in 2020. Troy and Name Brand.
By the way, what's an EP?
That's a shorter album. So it looks like... Oops. There we go.
Jeez.
Looks like This That won that vote handily, 12-1. So let's pull into the top 5. So I think everybody's familiar with how this works, but what we do, we play the 5 winning track, or the 5 voted for tracks, and then we go just a up or down vote. So what were the winning 5? Angel Baby, Keep to Myself?
No, it was
Paintings. Paintings won.
By far.
Magazine won.
Yeah.
Ocelot won.
Yeah.
And This That won. Okay. All right. So there are the 5 that transfer. So what I'm going to do is play a sample from Angel Baby. I'll punch up a poll. And all we're voting on is, would you play this again? Put it in your playlist. Tell a friend. Yes or no. That's it. So here we'll check out Angel Baby and I'll make up the poll.
See you all the fucking time. Even when I'm off the clock. You're still always on my mind. Yeah, I made a mistake. I still think it's worth a try. I still think it's worth a try. I really wish it's worth a try. Yeah. All I know is you the best. Steady on the fence. And I know that. Man, I hate your fucking friends though. When they see me in the flow, they don't think that I'm true. Girl, you know that I'm the truth. Girl, you know that I'm the truth.
There's a quick little sample. Here comes the poll. Would you listen to that song again? Would you put it on a playlist? Would you tell a friend, etc.? I'm gonna put yes. I think so. I would vote. I would listen to that again. That's pretty good.
I agree with this. This is good.
You'd listen to that one again too?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, cool. We'll see how it all stacks up. We got 5, 6 yeses, a couple no's. That's okay. No's are fine. No's are allowed.
Wow.
And Lil Terrestrial brings up a great point. I would only recommend this to someone who likes this kind of vibe. And absolutely. And that's why I'm trying to make the vote more of a, would you listen to it again? Put it into your playlist or tell a friend. Trying to make that broader, just a general interest in the track itself. Would you check it out or possibly tell other people about it? Because that's a great point. I mean, there's some tracks that I'm going to be into that I know my wife is not into. There's some tracks my son's into that I'm not into, and she likes happy music, and it drives me crazy. I don't want to listen to happy music. I want to listen to rage. and fire and metal.
Yes. See, Thor like small burning fire.
Yeah.
Hulk like
raging fire.
Yes, raging fire.
All right, looks like 9 votes for yes on Angel Baby. We will move into the next sample by Lil Terrestrial, who is still here. Thank you, Lil Terrestrial, again for hanging out with me, man. It's pretty cool. Or us, I should say, not me. Us. This was called Paintings of Ideas in an Empty Mind. And so are they. They're real people.
Yeah.
Even though you can't see them, they're just letters on the screen.
This person, that's the admin bot of death over there.
All right, here we go. Here's the track from Lil Terrestrial, Paintings of Ideas in an Empty Mind.
I know that the devil on my line, you paint a pretty picture in my mind. I get so close, all the time I'm capping like I'm fine. I know shawty wasting all my time, but I don't go. I just wanna go and do it all for me, begging on myself to hit the lottery, begging for me, texting, she calling me, she ball for me, feeling like I'm Brown, put my squad on the map, yeah. Feeling like I'm lost, I don't know where I'm at, yeah. Trying to find a way through the darkness, I'ma find a way through regardless, yeah.
All right, there is a sample of the track. I will drop the poll in here. Would you listen to that track again? Would you put it on a playlist? Would you tell a friend, etc.? I'm going to vote yes on that one too. For the record, I typically vote yes, just because I like to be supportive. But usually by the time we get to this point, because we've gone through filtering in Discord and then we kind of get filtered here, by the time we get to this point and I've heard the tracks like 5 or 6 times, I'm into them usually. I don't know. I honestly can't think of a track off the top of my head now that got this far in the Buog, and I was like, nah, I wouldn't listen to it again, because they've all been pretty damn good. It is hard to vote no for anything. Yeah.
So Zach brings up a good point.
What?
He said we know that you would share it with someone because you're doing this.
Yes, Zach is accurate. I'm saying all of these things for more the broader audience, not for me. Yeah. Yeah. So you keep it down, and Zach, you keep it down too. Both y'all are just troublemakers, making trouble, live on stream. Can't believe it. So right now, Lil Terrestrial's in the lead. He's got 11 votes there for a yes on would we listen to that again, or put it in a playlist, or tell a friend. Let's move into Magazine by Kayshawn. Apparently, this guy is much more present on SoundCloud. That's why he doesn't have much here on Spotify. So if you are interested in this guy's music, make sure you search on SoundCloud, and you can check them out. All right, here's Magazine from Kayshawn.
I'ma have my little bro stack his paper. First, let me figure how to work paper. I'm doing this shit for my paper. Tell all the masses that we equal. Show old girlie you want me. No sugar, honey, or iced tea. I'm busy watching UFC. You on fucking culture beat. Took a U-turn, so I caught your drift. Inside same color as shift, so we moving for infinity. Click white, but still up like sheep. Click white, but still up like shit. Click this shit for your imagination. Clip this bit for your magazine. This misfit piss poppin' in Jamaica. When he posted be with me. What's this shit for when I can't afford a $4 microphone from the store? But might go home and play Love Galore. Wishing I was that rich when I'm on the floor. And this floorboard sticking out like a sword. My shit bump harder than coming home from your fight night. Taking your fight, and at least that's what you thought, but you was prescribed wrong. I know I just described that a lot. What a thought, this feeling in my gut, gon' put this on. They put this on, it's my shit, harder than the sun. I seen.
All right, there was Magazine by Kayshawn. Here comes the vote. Would you listen to that one again? Would you put it in a playlist? Would you tell a friend? I will no longer vote in secret. But yes, I do like how you get about a minute into that track and the beat's starting to get a little variety into it, and the beat's kicking in pretty good and his flow's kicking in pretty good. Man, it's a cool track. Magazine. Cool track. I should make a Nightbot command that explains what the buog is. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I don't have to explain it. That is a good idea. I do like trying to remind people, though, because, I mean, I agree that, for the first timers, when they come in, they can get an idea of the structure, but I feel like this part is very important because when we get to the end of the stream, I want everyone to be fully aware that the point of this stream is not for us to listen to this and go, oh, yeah, that was fun. It's to then go out and tell people about the music, to try and spread the word. That's the whole point. If we don't make any effort to spread the word, if it's all just contained here, then what we're doing is more or less pointless because we're not helping the artists. So that's the goal, is to help the artists. Magazine's got 8. I think that puts Magazine in 3rd right now. Yes. I think Lil Terrestrial's still in the lead. Okay. Yeah. We will move on to Clown Cat. I'm very curious to see how Clown Cat places in the buog. Production only. Really cool sound. I don't know if Clown Cat's still here. I'm gonna assume that Clown Cat's still here. Here's a sample of Ocelot's Craft by Clown Cat, production only. Let's check it out. All right, there's a sample of Ocelot's Craft by Clown Cat. Well, that's kind of hard to say. Here comes the vote. Would you listen to that again? Would you put it in a playlist? Would you tell a friend? I'm actually going to turn around and probably listen to the whole EP tonight because I'm really interested. I've heard these couple tracks a lot now, and I want to hear the rest because it's pretty fucking solid. Got 7 yeses out the gate early. Although, this is also a harder part, too, as we get to the end, people kind of start to leave, and so there's a little bit less voting. But I was really curious, how well is a short, production-only track going to match up to other tracks, a little bit longer, got some lyrics, got some flow. It's interesting to see how things that are very different compared to one another in terms of just enjoyment. And we got another visitor. Hey. Dasbin 2, how's it going? Yeah, Lil Terrestrial, I agree, man. That's a great track. All right, looks like 10 votes are sitting there for Ocelot's Craft. Okay, cool. Is that second place?
It's tied with Denzel Himself.
Tied with the first track that we listened to from Denzel. Oh, 11. It's got 11.
11. Now it's tied with Lil Terrestrial.
Oh, tied for first with Lil Terrestrial? Oh, shit, Lil Terrestrial. It's on the edge. All right, let's move on to the next one, and maybe we can steal a win for Lil Terrestrial by not letting anybody else vote. Zach says he put this on background music last week gaming. It was super nice listen. Yeah, I bet. This is great for listening to while gaming. All right, the final track that made it to the top 5 is called This That by Troy. Let's drop into a little bit of a sample. I think what I'll do is I'll get it going like, I don't know. It's a longer song, so I'll get it going like 30 seconds in here.
No, big guns only. Now deal with no little pussy thing around here,
This that me, Soup and Lou was shooting hoops behind the school before they came through, blasting out the cool. Back when I used to fuck with Trina, love sister Keisha, watching Fabo search subpoenas, bass busting out the roof. This that we don't give a fuck about a bad time. Uncle's at the halfway house after his bad time. Y'all worry about a paper, do it deadline. I'm worried about one of my flatlining. Johnny sold crack, Monty sold crack, CIA sold it. Only difference is my homies black. Line taps, chatty chat, chatting on the Jake's in, hiding in the days in. Stop snitch. My cousin's crippin' in my brother's blood. So when it's time to choose sides, ain't no telling what I'm throwing up. Hang time like MJ in 91. Gang signs and a bunch of guns. It's that real nigga shit, kill nigga shit, steal nigga shit. Nigga, we don't give a fuck, we never did. It's that real nigga shit, kill nigga shit, steal nigga shit. Nigga, we don't give a fuck, we never did. It's that
All right, there you go. There is a sample from This That by Troy. Here comes the poll. Would you listen to that again? Would you tell a friend? Would you put it in a playlist? And really, that's the whole thing, right? That's the biggest part. Would you listen to it again? I like that idea too, because when my wife and I were thinking about this whole thing, it starts from my early days of the channel, right? That was my whole thing when I was listening to those Tyler singles. Would I listen to it again? Yes or no? Yeah, 10 votes early on with no no's, which is interesting. Some of the other ones had no's. Oh, one no. There's the one no. Ruined the unanimous vote. It's 11. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, why is it not a flat 90 and a flat 10, but 10 votes, 11 votes. Is it a three-way tie for first tonight? Is that what's going to happen? It might. Oh, 12 votes. 12 votes. Troy wins. 12 votes. But it's very close. Very close for the top 5 here tonight, which is cool. This has happened a couple times now. 13, 14 votes, 15 votes. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here come the bots. All the bots are voting now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. 16 votes. It is a good song. The lyrics are pretty intense too, man. Talking about he's worried about his buddy flatlining and all this other stuff. And you get that phone call sample at the end where the girl's like, where are you? I know something happened. Please just give me a call. I know something's wrong. I know something happened, So, Troy wins in first place.
Okay, so things got a little bit shooken up. So let me double check things because we got some late votes.
Oh, some late votes came in. Oh, shit. Controversy at the ballot box, y'all. Some late votes came in.
Yeah, so I'm rechecking everything.
Okay. But
if people want to...
Troy's in first, right, with
I
16?
keep rechecking them and I keep changing.
Oh. Well, 16 is the bar you got to clear to be in first place.
So Troy has 16.
Okay, so Troy's first. We're 16?
Yes.
Okay, so that looks like is the winner.
But Ocelot has 13.
Ocelot's got 13?
Just bumped up.
Just bumped up to 13. So is that second place?
Yes.
Clown Cat was second place with Ocelot's Craft. God, Clown Cat. Ocelot's Craft, Clown Cat. That is hard to see. Oh, man, it's hard to say.
Okay, yeah, Troy has 17 now, but still.
Yeah, 17. What's Lil Terrestrial at?
Lil Terrestrial paintings is at 11.
11. Okay, so he's third.
And magazine is at 11.
Oh, okay. And magazine also at 11. And then what was the other one?
Denzel Himself.
Oh, at 9. Denzel Himself, and that was Angel Baby, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, there you go, you guys. That was fun. It always is fun. Yeah, a little bit of voting drama. That's funny. So, like I was saying just a couple minutes ago, the whole point of this is to spread the word. Now, obviously, we can only do so much, right? But that's the point. Try and go out there and just, if there's a couple songs on here that you think, I think a friend of mine might really like this. You check this out. You want to post it on social media somewhere. You want to just rock it again on your own, whatever it is. But do what you can to spread the word so these artists who aren't getting that many listens can get some traction, can get some listeners. That's the whole point of the blog, is hearing crazy good music that's not getting the appreciation it deserves and spreading the word. Because hopefully someday this can grow into something that helps move the needle a little bit for artists. That's my dream. I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll find out. But yeah, there you go. Another week in the books, you guys. Troy wins with This That. And who was second? What's the final count here? Do we have a final count? Ocelot's Craft by Clown Cat. Second. Lil Terrestrial in third.
Lil Terrestrial and Kayshawn.
Oh yeah, Lil Terrestrial and Kayshawn tied for third. Oh, I guess I can bring up the actual playlist here, huh? So let's see here. That was first. Ocelot's Craft second. These two tied for third. And Denzel himself in fifth. Okay, cool. If only there was a channel in place to help drop the needle and turn the table. Lil Terrestrial, I did get this email from, I can't remember what it was called. It was Live Turntable or Turntable Live or something like that. And it was a interesting idea in that everybody who joined, you could join for free, but you had to link your Spotify. And the way it worked is you could play live music. I'm talking with the person right now. It's in beta. He asked me to join. But everybody who's listening has to have their Spotify account linked. But then if I play live music, everybody who's listening via their Spotify, it all counts as listens. So instead of one person listening with 44 people on stream, it's 44 listens. And so then there's no copyright strike, which is pretty cool. But they also don't do video on demand, and they don't do video. They only do audio. So I don't know if I'm going to use that platform, but I like that idea a lot. I like the idea of having a streaming platform where you can play music, and everybody who's listening counts as a listening stat for the streams. That makes perfect fucking sense to me. Perfect sense. Anyway, we're going to conclude another very enjoyable stream. Thank you to Lil Terrestrial for being here. Thank you to Clown Cat for being here. Thank you to... Shit, there was somebody else that was here. It was Price. Price was here.
Oh, I don't know about that one, but
Yeah, that was Price. That was Price. He was doing the vocals for Terrestrial. Yeah, Handsome Price. Handsome Price was here. Thank you, Ike, for being here. Maybe thank you. No, thank you, Ike, for being here. Thank you, Zach, for being here. Molly. Jay. I hope Jay went to sleep already because it's late and he was complaining about being tired. Just go to sleep, Jay. I will post this tomorrow morning on YouTube so we can enjoy it again. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. Super fun. I love doing this. Hopefully, again, if you want to submit a song, if you know a track that you want to submit and you're not in Discord, just message me on Twitter. Those of you who are in Discord, keep doing what you're doing, posting great songs, listening to them, voting with emojis in that channel, and we'll keep going up. Dilly Boy 1K, you can get a shout out. Sure, why not? Why not? Sure. All right, you guys, take care. And tomorrow is DMX. I'm excited. DMX. Loud, angry music. I like it. I like it.